Hey guys, it's your boy Big right here on Kiss FM. Now, I have been called in by Wes Nessman and the Brutal Truth to finally shed the truth, the true light on what happened at Nightmare on 19th Street the night we flambéed Rooster's nutsack. So, here you go, guys. This is the truth. Now, I was the soberest one out there, so 99.8% of what I'm going to tell you is true. Actually, the story is so ridiculous, I couldn't make anything up any better. So trust me, it's the facts, okay? Um, when we first met Rooster, he was Hillbilly Deluxe, okay? He won a contest on the radio. He got to come down to the station, introduce some songs on the radio. Ever since then, he has been addicted to the radio. He wants to be a rock star. He wants to be a superstar. He's going to do this. Okay, whatever. Now, the first time I remember meeting Rooster, he was at a rock show. He had his wife, he had his two kids there with him. Both the kids had like dirty faces, like, I'm just kidding, the boys look good. Rooster did not look good. He had a pair of Levi jeans on, and they didn't even have a size marked on them. They just said Husky. He had on like a Slayton middle school shirt with his gut hanging out, and a few random tattoos, and this Martin Truex Taco Bell NASCAR hat that was so funky and disgusting. You could smell him 20, 30 feet before he got close to you, okay? Now, once he started hanging around and Wes was going to give him a shot on the radio and all this, we decided we had to clean him up. We had to get him a style. We had to get him out of that Slayton hillbilly slump. So we went to Hot Topic. We hit some places on the internet, took him down to DV's to get his hair cut. Now, the first time we cut his hair, we got 3 dustpans full of hair. That's how hairy he is, okay? Actually, that doesn't even scratch the surface. Do you guys know who George the Animal Steel is? A wrestler from back in the day? Check out this picture of George the Animal Steel. Okay, now that is literally how hairy the rooster is all over his body, okay? I mean, he's hairy. Now, I think we can all agree anyone that hairy should not play with anything that is flammable, right? No, not at the Nightmare on 19th Street. When you get a bunch of idiots and savants around, anything flammable, sooner or later, someone's going to figure out it'll burn. And that happened that night. There was enough whiskey drank in the holla, or, someone had that beer, and we figured out hand sanitizer is flammable. It's really cool. I think maybe one of the sheriff's deputies told us about it. Appreciate that. And so everyone's running around with a foot or a leg or a hand or a finger or something on fire. La, 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 la. Well, out of nowhere, Wes's brother, Brian the Hawaiian, cracks off, I'll give $100 to anyone who lights their nutsack on fire. I'll do it. That's how fast it took Rooster to answer, okay? Okay, so Rooster puts his leg up on the bumper of Woodson's car or truck, Suburban, whatever, and pulls his nutsack out. And oh my God, you don't even want to know about this thing, okay? To give you an idea, back in the day, my grandma, always out on her porch or whatever, she had a garden. She would store onions that she had grown inside of an old pair of pantyhose and hang them outside so they would keep. So take a look at this. This is exactly what they look like. Now, funny enough, that's exactly what Rooster's nutsack looked like on the night in question. He gets a little hand sanitizer on his hand and rubs his nuts with it, and getting ready to light them on fire. Brian protests. The Hawaiian said we needed more. Actually, there was a pretty good group of people standing around, including some Lubbock Sheriff Department. And they're all yelling more, more, more. He gets 2 handfuls. He bros up. He rubs his sack down. I mean, this thing it's glistening. It is it is highly flammable at this point. And me being the BFF and all, he gave me, I never will forget, a yellow Bic lighter. And he's told me, easy, Charlie Murphy, just take it easy. Now his, let's say his sack's like this, I light it right here at the very bottom. And all I see is a blue and pink flame and hear the sound. woof. Okay, and it kind of chases up his stomach. Now we thought it was over. We thought that was it. He's rubbing his nuts and jumping around and screaming and blah blah blah. Well, what we didn't realize is that the flame had actually chased down into his underwear and was waiting for that one breath of air, kind of like in backdraft. And when it got that breath of air, woof, we got another flame that went out the back end. So it literally burnt every hair off his nutsack, off his taint, his butthole. The small of his back didn't have any hair on it. And that's the way they went down. Now, Hawaiian Brian, true to his word, gave him his $100. We promptly took it to Jaguar's Gold and blew it on a girl we called the trifecta for a number of reasons. And what was funny is the strippers really didn't mind the smell of burnt hair and ball sack. So there you go. The truth, the brutal truth behind Rooster's nutsack flambe.